If anybody took this 2-minute long today, very well done. Bueno to you. Analyze why this is a good setup, even during London session. Let's have a look at the higher time frame. So off the back of yesterday, we obviously had a huge pump and we was inside this hourly fair value gap over here. Up in the end of yesterday, we didn't end up taking the highs from the end of the fair value gap over there. So we chopped about, obviously not very good price action overnight as we expect. Into this morning and we're in a downtrend. Now we have this hourly fair value gap here. What's happened? We've respected that fair value gap. We've come down, we've come all the way down, and we've swept out a low inside an hourly fair value gap over here. From there, what do we do? Well, for me personally, using my 222 method, I go into the 2-minute time frame, I look for a 1 to 2 RR, and I'm taking 1 to 2 trades per day. This would be the 1 trade per day. Personally, did I take it? No, I wasn't on the charts, but in hindsight, I can see why this is a very good trade. If you did take it, amazing. Into the 2-minute, what can we see? We can see this fair value gap right here. There is a tiny little fair value gap above, so I've included the whole thing. What can we see? We inverse the fair value gap right there. The way that I'm doing my model, I'm not setting a stop below the fair value gap, I'm setting a stop below the ultimate low, which in this case is this little wick right here. So I get my position tool out, I see that I need 6 micros for my particular risk, I enter the trade, and I just target a 1 to 2. Now, this high here was the ultimate high that we've left overnight. So, could you have essentially gone for, in this case, a 1.75 risk reward? Yes, you could have, because you targeted in liquidity. Like I said, I'm going with a more mechanical approach. If it would have hit the high and come back down to stop me out, that's just the risk that I'm running, and that's the data that's going to play out over time. In this particular case, it did hit a 1 to 2, and much further on from that as well, it probably hit like a 1 to 3 or something like that. My books, this is an April setup because we had a high time frame bias. Because of yesterday, we absolutely pushed up. I was expecting us to inverse this hourly fair value gap at some point. We have just inversed that now as of 12 o'clock UK time. A high time frame sweep of liquidity, a very strong draw on liquidity. We swept it out. We had an instant reaction. Obviously, because it was inside of a fair value gap, we had a reaction from a fair value gap. We had the inverse. Bueno model. Like, this is absolutely perfect. I wish I would have taken this, but there's no FOMO. The reason I didn't take it, like I said, I wasn't on the charts, I was in the gym. And also, I've said to myself, I'm not trading until New York session. Now, if there's going to be setups that play out like this in London session, could I potentially look at, okay, I'm going to trade London session? Yes, I could. So, I don't know, it's just something to adapt and just to have a look at going forward. But if you took that, unbelievable.